Hello there. Central and northern areas of Europe are quite quiet at the moment, but a little bit cooler than they should be at this time of year. And you can see where the clear skies are. Now we've got this area of low pressure just off the west coast of Portugal, and that is pushing in showers across Portugal and Spain over the next few days. Good deal of fine, dry weather continues across much of Central Europe. Got some showery outbreaks of rain that's been drifting their way east out of southern Italy over towards mainland Greece as well. Now to the north of that, it's largely fine and quiet. We have got an area of low pressure just into the west of Russia here, producing some rain and some stronger winds as well. But you can see those temperatures a little bit subdued really for this time of year, certainly. And then we keep quite a lot of low cloud across parts of Germany and the Low Countries. So this is the story into Sunday. Still got those showers going across parts of Portugal and Spain. Still a good deal of fine, dry weather generally through Central Europe. But again, those temperatures could certainly be a little bit better. Now, as we look ahead, this is the city forecast, and those showers are likely to continue through Madrid, and we keep those temperatures subdued here. Temperatures in the London and Paris area, again, just below par for the time of year. A good deal of dry weather, but on the cool side for Berlin too. The showers slowly easing in Moscow. Hello there. After some quiet midweek weather across North America, things look likely to change really through the course of Friday and into Saturday. So this high pressure has been dominating the story, but this low moving across the Rockies and into some warmth through Texas could trigger off some sharp and thundery downpours as it moves its way across East Texas and eventually into Oklahoma and Mississippi, as you can see. Possibly some tornadic activity too. Across that west coast, it's a different story. We've got some outbreaks of showery rain pushing in from the Pacific Northwest. So after a dry couple of days, there will be some showery rain, nothing particularly significant, certainly clouding over to begin with, down into Oregon too. But much of California is fine and settled. The breeze coming in off the coast, so not as warm perhaps as it can get. So this is the story then over the next few days of rain for Vancouver and Seattle easing. Temperatures in San Francisco and Los Angeles, well, into the high teens at low 20s. Now, across the eastern seaboard, it's a different story. Dry, settled and sunny, not as cold as it has been. So some more warmth to come here. But you can see behind me that area of low pressure, those sharper showers that are going to gradually drift their way steadily eastwards. So there's a change in the weather story over the next few days. The high pressure losing its grip. We will see some rain first into Atlanta, but then some heavy rain for New York for the second half of the weekend. Hello there. Forecasts for Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean all coming up shortly. But first of all, let's start off with a satellite picture across South America. And you can see another weather front pushing in to the far south of Chile. It's been a relentless run in recent days. It's also been very windy indeed. Now to the north of that, we've got some rain pushing through Buenos Aires. To the north of that again, it's warmer than it should be for this time of year. And then across the Amazon basin, yes, we've got our showers, but some of these are really quite extensive, quite heavy, and there are some weather warnings out for the potential for some localized flooding here. Now across much of central and southern areas of Brazil, fine and settled and largely dry through Friday. There's that weather front affecting Buenos Aires, and to the south of that we've got that cloud and we've got the winds down through southern Chile. So this is the story then over the next 5 days. A risk of a shower into Rio de Janeiro, but a good deal of dry weather to be found elsewhere. It looks likely that that drier theme is set to continue through Mexico and Central America. Drier perhaps than usual at the moment. A good deal of sunshine is expected through Mexico. Few scattered showers down into Central America and one or two cropping up across the Caribbean. Shouldn't spoil the sunshine too much. Favoured spots for those showers perhaps through parts of Cuba. We could see those showers easing though into next week. Take care. Hello there. We're currently keeping an eye on Storm Jobo that's off to the east coast of Africa. You can see it on the satellite picture quite clearly, but as it continues to track in a westerly direction, it's expected to weaken, making landfall potentially during the second half of the weekend across Tanzania, but by then it may well be a tropical low. That said, it's still going to bring a lot of heavy rain across the east coast of Tanzania, northern parts of Mozambique and also the north of Madagascar, staying pretty unsettled. Could lead lead to some localised flooding. Few sharp showers are still expected across the far northeast of South Africa as well over the next few days, as our seasonal rains close to the equator. To the north of that, it's fine and settled, and temperatures in Egypt back up to where they should be after a slightly cooler spell just recently. So this is the city forecast then for the next 5 days. We run the risk of further showers into Cape Town Monday and Tuesday. We also run the risk of a few isolated showers cropping up into Casablanca, associated with an area of low pressure that's sitting off the west coast of Portugal. Got some heat building once again across Kuwait and also into Iraq. Temperatures here are likely to peak into the low 40s over the next few days. It's going to be a similar story actually. And in fact, if we take a look at the city forecast, you can see there's going to be a good deal of fine weather, but those temperatures into the 40s again. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for South Asia then. It's a relatively quiet weather story at the moment, as you'd expect at this time of year. There are some showers, and you can see the shower cloud on the satellite picture here. So the showers may well develop as we go through the day, and there are a few isolated warnings out for one or two sharp ones as well. But at this time of year, it's usually about that pre-monsoon heat building. Yes, we have got some heat inland, but actually further north, really into northern India and across the Pakistan, we are seeing temperatures a little bit subdued really for this time of year. I'll come back to that in just a moment. For Central Asia, a good deal of dry, settled weather here. Some warmth out to the west, and some of that warmth is going to push its way steadily eastward. So Kazakhstan will see a sudden rise in temperature over the next few days. So Islamabad around 31 degrees, just below where they should be for this time of year. But as I say, those temperatures should climb. Now, we could see a few showers along that Kerala coastline as we go through the afternoon, stretching up through northeastern states of India, largely fine and quiet, temperatures peaking into the low 40s with a few isolated showers perhaps through the Himalayas. But this is a story, as you can see quite clearly, a good deal of dry weather in the forecast. Temperatures in Islamabad back into the mid-30s as we go through the week. And in Kazakhstan, those temperatures bumping up from 12 degrees up into 22 by Wednesday. Hello there. A weather forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly. It's Anzac Day here this weekend. But first of all, let's start off in Asia. You can still see storm Suragai, which continues to weaken off on the satellite picture, but a quieter story behind through the Philippines on Saturday. Dry with some sunshine coming through. And Suragai is producing this easterly flow, a little more warmth through Japan, across the Korean Peninsula and also into northern China. Some showers across central China. Fair weather for Hong Kong, temperatures into the mid-20s. A few scattered showers across northern Thailand and generally down through Malaysia and Indonesia. Yes, we've got some showers around, but in comparison to just recently, they're not as heavy or as widespread. Here's the city forecast for the next few days. A good deal of dry weather around. Bangkok could see some showers from Monday onwards. So for Australia, it's all about a large area of high pressure keeping things very quiet at the moment, but the wind direction bringing some cooler air, so temperatures a little below par for the time of year, particularly down into the south, and we've still got some heavy rain which could lead to localised flooding across that North Queensland coastline. As for New Zealand, recent rain from a weather front eases away, a trail of showers to follow for the start of the weekend. And looking ahead, well, it's an improving weather story, not just for New Zealand, but the temperatures will gradually climb for Australia.